Click the subscribe button below to receive new videos as we release them. Hit the thumbs up button so others can find our content. For more information, visit thejerusalemassembly.org.
Spirituality, in Harm's Way. March 2, 2025. The I Am Stance. By Ruben Garcia. As our winter season begins being in the rear-view mirror of life for 2025, it symbolizes the spiritual awareness of a waking spring season approaching. The earth is preparing for its most splendorous stage drama of growth, beauty, and colorful pageantry. It is not only beautiful but also spectacular. Truly, not only a beautiful time to be alive but also being divine. Yet, this expectation of beauty, color, and emotional gayness does not reflect the hidden turmoil that is brewing behind the veils of moral deception, spiritual intrigues, and hidden obscure agendas. It may seem as if times move forward in 2025, as we would be watching a dramatic movie with unpredictable sagas and unknown endings. It may seem like the world has gone mad at times or out of control. Ridiculous, you say? Not really. The ancient writings of our wise elders describe this era as extremely bad or unfortunate. This deplorable conscience condition has a purpose not to be emotionally destructive, bringing to conscience surface the hindering aspects of a past in which our existence was not only spiritual but emotionally deprived of a divine realm whereby a divine decree we should have entertained. Entities with specific agendas influenced humanity. The psychological impact of the dark nature plans will be disclosed in 2025. Their veil of corruption, misguided deeds and self-rewarded attributes will be coming down in a precipitous manner as never seen. Subsequently, an organic natural spirituality like God decreed initially for all of humanity will rise from these dark agendas and bring it to conscience according to heaven's standards. However, the floral view of all of these is yet to be, because as we speak, the year 2025 and into 2026, darkness will hover over the dying agendas like vultures with an aim to not let their agenda perish. Therefore, spirituality has become the prey to extinguish by the dark forum. It will be a relentless crisis that all of us must contemplate daily in our existence. Not only their trouble-making attitudes will be of a daily occurrence but also their subversive intentions will be employed in systems, institutions, organizations, and about any enterprise that you would encounter throughout your daily activities. My friends, spirituality as it is urgently necessary to exist, soon you would come to the realization that it would come to be not only in jeopardy but in harm's way with each disclosure and following revengeful attitude. We already observed it in the daily news media attacks with their abusive word slanging to anyone that is against their so-called agendas. These activities will shake your head in disbelief how it can happen in these modern times. You may also encounter it in common working places entwined with vulgarity responses whenever people discuss issues in which they may not be of self-acceptance. Our emotional sphere will suffer precipitously as the year continues and as the disclosures become more spiteful and hostile. What do you think, you would ask yourself as you verify all of these? Curious for start but perplexed later. Well, there are emotional remedies that you can use to deny accessibility into these infectious conscience attributes that will become invasive in your daily lives, which there will be no doubt that it will spread not only in our nation but worldwide. You should recognize its undesirable effects and avoid it as much as you can. Its intrusion in your consciousness has four intentions: to derail, dismantle, and of course, deny your divine nature and free will. It will intrude radically in about every aspect of your ability to see the truth behind the deceptions. It is going to be as real as the person you are. Therefore, what is necessary to do to alleviate this illicit agenda, or better yet, what is the necessary emotional and reasonable antidote for such cognitive infection? Remain stable. Yes, remain in control of your cognitive intellect. Avoid sharing opinions that might cause disagreements, especially on religious topics, as these often lead to prolonged discussions, particularly towards the end of the year. Topics that sparked interesting discussions include peace, love, relationships, commitments, and social deviances, among others. These varied subjects will engage your thoughts. You must realize that the effective way to remain stable or balanced is simply not to make commitments that have no natural benefit to you. It is that simple. Thus, how do you recognize the attribute that is beneficial to you? Think before you offer the response. What is the nature of the issue? Is it influential in achieving a denial, a change, or is its effort poignant for me to change a spiritual policy, a denial from me to something that is sacred? There are going to be so many opportunities in which you will be confronting numerous situations in which your beliefs, values, and oaths may be tested. Therefore, restrain from offer feedback until you have had an opportunity to give it serious study. Remember the advice, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. That is the sure way to contemplate a transitional existence during these turbulent but necessary days of 2025. To consent to go opposite these three stands contains dangers that we all have to face as believers, and the Dark Forum knows very well how to inject these opposite tones into our lives. All three contain inherited dangers that can derail your both spiritual and emotional stability, and I have seen them within myself, and I am well acquainted with how they can affect and equally interact among themselves. You will recognize that we walk a fine line in this life, and it is going to be easy to fall on one side of it or the other, especially during the year 2025. Dramatically, I can assure you, spirituality is not in a dying mode, yet, but it has begun to suffer from a dismantling attitude by humanity. Our materialistic reasoning has slowly taken apart the holiness of our divine spirit and built an armor in which gentleness, compassion, mercy, and love have eroded who we truly are, a divine creation like no other. Today, spirituality finds itself in harm's ways. Sadly, by our own doings. Further deterioration of humanity's spirituality has not yet taken its last breath, but if humanity continues in its tedious and tiresome attitudes toward our inherited spirituality, we may find ourselves emotionally extinct and unforgivable. Consequently, change has become essential and must begin now. Begin with your soul. Yes, the soul holds the Spirit of God, His essence. Humans should awaken the I Am Spirit, the eternal essence within our soul. Harness the inner power that revives what seemed lost to many. The deep recognized holy utterances of, I am free, I am divine, I am majestic, I am a creation of a loving God, I am light, I am truth are but few on the ones that begin to bring to life spirituality within each one of us. Secondly, follow by giving gratitude at every aspect of your daily routines. Be courteous, compassionate, polite, kind to nature at every moment you can. It does not have to be a devotion, but at least let it be something inheriting of a truthful Christian individual through benevolence, and be a servant to peace and harmony. Truly, become to others like God's defibrillator, bringing those in obscurity back to life, surrounding them with lights and an opportunity to be once again one of God's children. Peace, harmony, and patience be the armor of your day. Let love magnify your greatness. Be an agent of divine light. Manifest gratitude, mercy, compassion to all that engulfs God's holiness, and above all be secure that all this will pass, that you are not alone, for angels are with you day and night. Even if your ego mind may not let you see them with your spirit and soul, and you will sense them for sure. As a beautiful expert and teacher shared, be the light, the truth, and the way. In this knowledge you will find the true meaning of spirituality. God is love and He is in charge. And so, it is.